Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Well. Look who has decided to delete some of their tweets and walk back some of the comments that they made. I'm talking about none other than the richest man in the world, aka Egghead, Elon Musk. Now, as you know, he and Trump have had a very public back and forth. I mentioned in the video that I was hoping that this was just one great troll. They were both united. They got their, what's that, power twins? They got their power twins rings combined. And they were pulling the ultimate troll. I guess not. I guess it really was some beef because Elon Musk has said, and of course I'm going to post all this shit in the description box. But Elon Musk said that he regrets some of his tweets and that we went too far. I think you went too far, Elon Musk. I don't think Trump went anywhere near as far as you did. Now, some of the things you said, which things were there? Was it the one? Now, if you notice my camera going all over the place, it's this damn great California infrastructure. These roads are beautiful. Gavin, you piece of shit. So was it the tweet where you said Trump should be impeached? Was it the one where you said that we wouldn't have control of the Senate and the House? Was it the one where you said that if it weren't for you, he wouldn't be in the White House? Was it the one where you called him a fucking child molester? Maybe that's the one you're talking about, Elon. Come out and say it. Now you can't say it? Now you don't want to fix your South African mouth to say that he's not a pervert, even though you didn't have a problem with your fingers gliding across your fucking iPhone 28 or whatever you can get a hold of and saying that he was a pervert. Now you don't want to say those words? How about you say, Donald J. Trump, I am so sorry for calling you a child molester when I had no reason or proof to do so. And if it takes the rest of my life, I will purse my lips and press them against your orange butt cheeks for the rest of my life. How about that, Elon? Because you called the man a fucking child molester. Now, unlike the word racist that they've taken all of the sting out of, calling someone a pedophile, that still got some bite to it, bruh. And you did that. You said that. You said that he was. You said that the reason the Epstein files aren't being released and the guest list and the flight logs and all that shit is because Trump's name is on the list, implying that he went to Jeffrey Epstein's list and engaged in sexual activity with people who were not old enough to do so. That's what you were saying, and you fucking know it. Now, are you that emotionally unstable that because Trump said, well, we're going to look into pulling your contracts, that you flew to your phone and decided to call him a pervert? And for you to say that you are the reason that he's in the White House, I don't think so, Elon. I don't think your $250 million or you standing up there with a chainsaw had anything to do with it. Yeah, did you have fun? Were you a good piece to the machine? Yeah, I guess so. But without you, I don't think Trump would not be in office. I think he still would be, and he still would have won by the landslide that he won by. All the swing states, the popular vote, all that shit. Record voting numbers for this minority group and that minority group. So I think he still would have been fine. I think he still would have cruised into the White House, and I still think that he would have politically curb stomped Kamala and that weird guy with the clammy hands that should be let nowhere near a public school. Tim Balls to the walls. So all of those things that you said, or don't forget, the big beautiful bill is a disgusting abomination, end quote. Is that another one of the things that you said that you regret? And I'm speaking of regret, I bet you one thing. I bet you Trump regrets letting you get so close to the White House and be in the White House and have your son there, be part of the press conferences and all that shit. I bet he regrets that. And I bet it will never happen again. I bet we will never see another relationship like that again. Remember, there were rumors, Elon Musk had a black eye, and there were rumors that he got punched by somebody in Trump's cabinet. Maybe they said that Doge wasn't living up to what they said they were going to do, and you got mad and once again flew off the handle. I shouldn't even say it like that. Let me rephrase what I was about to say. How much of your DNA is like that of a 15-year-old girl? That was very petulant, immature of you to say, Elon. You couldn't hold your shit together? You had to call the man a pervert? I think if we were to take this and enter it into the ass whooping meter, I think you'd have to get one, Elon. Like if Trump sees you again and he smacks you in your face, I think you deserve that because you called him a fucking pervert. You can't be let anywhere near the White House ever again. There can be no more business dealings with you ever again. And I'm not talking about the contracts with Tesla. Well, maybe I am. Maybe Trump needs to look at those. Maybe we need to take another fine comb and go through those contracts with Elon Musk. Maybe we shouldn't have those contracts with you. Or maybe we need to change the contracts. Maybe we need to take away some of your control. Because there's something wrong with you for you to fly off the handle like that and say some wild shit like he likes children. And then a week later, oh, my bad. I regret it. Maybe I went too far. Maybe? You definitely went too far, Elon. You are fucking crazy. Straight up. Because that's a hell of an accusation to levy against somebody with zero proof. And that's not a genie you can put back in the bottle. We can't forget about that. Imagine if somebody that you trusted said that about you. We can't be cool again. I can't have you around my family. What do I look like to my children if you say something like that about me and then we're cool? You got your feet under my table again and we're breaking bread. Fuck that. That relationship is over, and that speaks to your character. That speaks to the kind of person you are. Maybe you're a little too Aspergery. That's possible. Maybe it's fucking with something else in your brain. Maybe you're not just socially awkward. Maybe you're prone to fits of anger and lashing out. I think that's been proven. What do you think? Meet me in the comments. Talk to me, Goose. Do we have to build a wall, no pun intended, over the relationship with Elon Musk? Trump didn't burn the bridge. Elon set that thing ablaze. Is there no coming back from this? We're done. Should we take another look at the contracts with Tesla, with Starlink and all that shit? And not to take them away just because of what he said. Because if we're benefiting from that and it's helping Americans, fine. But if there's something in there that doesn't need to be there, or if he has too much control of something, that needs to be changed because you got a few screws loose. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out.